Hello all, welcome in to a tarot reading for the weekend ahead. I had a week. I suppose that's a easy thing for a lot of us to say nowadays. And my best intentions went awry, as they say, or the best laid plans of mice and men, gang off to gley, or go oft awry. And so I'm here. I'm going to give you some guidance for this weekend. And I'll be back hopefully on Monday. The intention is to actually give you a full reading for next week on Monday. But this will be for our weekend. This will be for our weekend vibes. So our overarching theme or overarching theme, and then our Friday, Saturday, Sunday energy. Although I am in California, it is Friday and it is already basically 4 o'clock. So, hey, Friday night plans. Let's see what the vibe is for those. This week I am using a deck based on the art of Salvador Dali. It was given to me by a delightful friend. I don't want to go so far as to say fan because I don't feel like I really have fans, but a delightful, a delightful friend of mine who is a wonderful elderly gent who is going through a tower moment of sorts, and so if you have a spare moment and want to give some good vibes, good energy to this gent, I would appreciate it. He'd appreciate it, and he's a delightful soul who is also an aficionado of tarot, and I love this deck. And normally I've been using this deck for personal readings because I don't know, I just I wanted to kind of preserve the energy of it, if you will, as woo woo or witchy as that might sound. But you know what? In the intent of giving my friend who's going through a rough patch some good energy, here we are using the Dali deck. I am a horrible shuffler, by the way. It is like one of the weak points in my tarot reading game. And I know people are probably just cringing when they see me shuffle half the time. I was shuffling once at a market. I was do readings for folks at farmers markets and street fairs that I do. And I was shuffling the cards, and I had the lady I was reading for said that she was a professional poker player, and she begged me. She was like, "Please, can I shuffle the cards?" Because I'm really horrible at it. So we've got our Dali tarot cards, our Salvador Dali tarot cards, which we're using for this reading, and they're lovely. It's really a beautiful deck, and I am honored to have been gifted this deck. I'm also, a common question that comes up is like, do you read, what happens with reversed cards? Do you read reversed cards? For a long time, I really didn't like reading reversed cards because I feel like the card upright can mean both of the things anyway, or can have multiple interpretations anyway, depending on what the vibe of the reading is. But now I kind of ask, quote unquote, the deck, do you want me to read these upright? Do you want to read reversals? And today we're just going to read everything upright. So whatever I pull, we're pulling upright. And here we have Judgment as our first card, as our theme of, I'm making sure I've got that in frame. There we go. As our first card for the weekend, or our overarching theme for the weekend. And Judgment, oh, I love its butterflies. Oh, I love that on this. Because judgment really is, it's not about you being judged. It's not about karma for your actions or, fairness or right. That's more the justice card. Judgment is really sort of a judgment day sort of a feeling, like you are being called. You are being called out of yourself almost, if you will, to something higher. This would be a call you feel for like a deep soul connection, a deep soul calling, a deep soul purpose. So this weekend is a good time to sit and think about that. What are you being called to do? How can you better serve according to your soul's purpose or your soul's goals? Huh, I love a rhyme. But how can you better serve in that sort of higher purpose, higher self, higher energy? And that really, to me, is judgment. Again, I love the imagery of butterflies here, that you are coming into your own. You are shedding that caterpillar. You are shedding that growing, that learning, that coming to self-awareness, and you're ready to fly. You're ready to be seen as your beautiful true self. You're a butterfly. Uh, but that's judgment. Once you stand in that truth, once you stand in that soul calling and start to follow it, you'll be amazed at, the doors that open and the connections that happen once you start getting into that. For Friday night, Friday evening, we have the sun, El Sol, El Judicio, and El Sol. The sun, yeah, Friday night, have fun. Do something you really enjoy. Truly appreciate the moment, truly appreciate all the good, truly appreciate the light, truly appreciate the joy. Feel into those feelings of abundance in your life. Even if it might be a rough time for you, but feel into the abundance of having safe drinking water. That's a certain amount of abundance. Feel the joy of having a roof over your head, or, a comfortable place to sleep, or any of those things. Or feel into like the big abundance, I mean, maybe you got a bonus at work, feel into that abundance too. There's nothing wrong with, abundance being actual financial abundance, if that applies to you. But really, I feel like the energy more for us is lean into that joy. I feel like this is more friendship, community, socializing, making those connections, making those joyful connections. And again, following this calling, following this call to really come into yourself, to shed that caterpillar, caterpillar body, and move into this butterfly body, and really take delight in that. Really find joy in that, and find people who are going to support you in that, and really stepping into the light here with that. Okay. Here we have, for Saturday, we've got 3 of Wands. And again, we have some butterfly imagery, which is great because that goes really well with this card. So 3 of Wands here, with Judgment being our hierarching card, implies to me that whatever you've got here, whatever this calling is, you feel really good about it. It's going to connect you with other people. It's going to be a joyful experience. You're really going to delight in it. You're going to experience the joy of it. But 3 of Wands also tells me, hey, it's yours to take. You've got the plan. Whatever these plans are, whatever preparation you've been doing, it's not time to say, oh, well, I'll answer this call tomorrow. I'll let it go to voicemail. Don't let Judgment go to voicemail. I do these live. Things just come together as they come together. So whatever this Judgment call is, you've done the planning. You're set. You're ready for this ship to come in. You're already the butterfly. Look, he's already the butterfly. You're already the butterfly. You've got everything in a row. That ship is coming into harbor, and you are ready to answer this call. You're ready. I know we never really feel ready to answer the call. None of it. Rarely do any of us feel ready to answer the call. But it's going to be such a joyful, delightful experience. It's going to bring you together with other people. And it really is going to be such a good thing to answer that call and to enact those plans. You've done the work. Now is the time to enjoy it, basically. And as I said, I'm not gonna read it reversed this week. Just doesn't feel like the right thing to do with these cards for some reason. So we're going to read the Chariot upright for Sunday. And I love the Chariot in this particular reading because, again, the Chariot for me, the Chariot is ruled by the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is a crab. And the Chariot itself is a vehicle of forward motion. It's a vehicle about balancing all sides of yourself or of an issue. So Chariot's usually being pulled by 2 sphinxes. One's usually dark, one's usually light. And so it's a balancing of all sides of something, even ourselves, in order for us to move forward. And I've seen some interpretations of it. Lindsay Mack of Tarot for the Wild Soul sort of interprets it like leaving your crab shell and moving forward, because now you've accepted yourself as you are. So like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon, like a butterfly, chrysalis, I'm sorry, butterflies have chrysalis, moths have cocoons. So like a butterfly coming out of the chrysalis, you're shedding whatever was holding you back. You're ready to release that. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to move forward with these plans. You're ready to delight and be truly happy in who you are. Thankfulness for the abundance that you have, ready to accept the abundance that's going to roll in. And like I said, I feel like with the sun here, there's an energy for me about connecting with people who match that joy, connecting with people who can support you, connecting with people who might help you with this call. So that's it for the weekend. That is our tarot spread for the week ahead, or the weekend ahead, for the weekend of July 18th, 2025. So again, yeah, keep an ear out, keep a heart out, keep a stomach out, for those gut feelings of what you're being called to do. And let me say this, you already know what you're being called to do. You really do. You already know what you're being called to do. So take joy in it, delight in it, connect with that. Friday night, take some time maybe to write out some plans, or to review the plans that you've written out here, our Three of Wands, because that ship is coming in. That ship's coming in, and you can embrace it like the beautiful butterfly you are. Again, don't let judgment go to voicemail. When that call comes, answer it. And the Chariot is going to get you to where you need to be. You're ready. You're ready to be your true self. You're ready to stand in that. You're ready to stand balanced and grounded and accepting everything in yourself, and using that to propel yourself forward. Don't forget your seatbelt. Don't forget your seatbelt, because it could happen kind of quickly. But yeah, that is our tarot spread for the weekend ahead, weekend of July 18th, 2025. Again, really love doing these for everyone, for y'all. If anyone would like a personal reading, they are available at my website. I love to do extended personal readings for people. It's a really, really great way to get some reflection, to get some empowerment, to boost confidence, and to get some clarity and some focus in your life. If anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, anything, please leave a comment on this video. If you like these videos, please subscribe. Yeah. Oh, and shout out to my mom, because she always watches these, and I really appreciate it. And then we discuss them later. She'll text me. We discuss it later. For my mom, happy birthday to Ginger Rogers, in memoriam. Anyway, I will see you in a few days. Have a great weekend.